here's a question: How do you know you're ready with your song to master it? And I guess part of that question is, how do you know you're done mixing? Right. How do you know?
Well, the mastering engineer can tell you very easily if you send a professional quality mixed wave track or 2-track file to the mastering engineer, and they look at it and go, hey, this is ready, then you accept it. If it's not up to your quality,
what would it not be ready? Like, what would make it not ready?
A big thing is loudness. A lot of people will just crank their songs and try to get them as loud as they can, and it's too loud to be, put on a, like I said, what do you call it? Spotify
or
YouTube,
anything that's
Apple
gonna
Music, anything.
Broadcast it.
It won't. Yeah, it's not going to be ready because it's just too loud.
And I have to imagine a lot of I would probably do that as a band. I probably do it all 100 tracks. Like, well, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Right. Yeah, and the thing too is that some people will think the mastering the mix first, like treating it like a master and not leaving the mastering engineer enough room to be able to, properly master.
Well, let's talk about it. What does that mean exactly? Does that just mean don't hit loud, as loud as you can on everything, on every track? Just give a little room? Yeah,
there's a general rule of thumb, when you're given a mastering in, you should have like -6 dB of level allowed so that, the mastering engineer can add to that by take it up where it needs to be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And if somebody's what advice would you give somebody who's maybe mixing their own thing right now? Maybe they think they're done right now. If you told them to go take a listen, how would you advise them to consider as they listen this next time around?
I would just be honest with them, and if there is issues where that could be corrected, like saying there was too much EQ of certain things or this needs to be turned down, I can give them the heads up. That needs to be turned down. This, again, if there's things that are just too aggressive or not done light, sometimes you can be too aggressive, sometimes you are not aggressive enough with certain elements of the song, and it will just make a mix on you could always master it, but you're mastering something that's bad. You don't want to do that.
Is somebody's watching and they're not sure, is that an okay time to contact you? I mean, before obviously you do mastering.
Yeah.
But are you welcoming folks to call you? Like, maybe they think they're done, but will you take a listen to this? Like, where is the best to bring you into the process?
Well, if they're thinking about having something mixed or mastered, and they get my information, or we contact each other. Yeah. That's what I do with the bands first. When or an artist, I talk to them and I tell them I want to see what you have. If I'm just mastering it, they have to provide me with the wave file, and then at that point I go, no man, you shove it back and you go, you gotta, you need to do this, need to do this.
Well, if everything's not there and they're not sure how to do it themselves, could they just have you do the mixing, not the mastering portion?
Oh, absolutely.
Go, you know what? I'd like to get you involved in the mix at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I do mix along with the mastering. Like I said, the mixing is just it's a lot of intense work. Yeah. It really is. But
do you sit down? Do you sit down with the artist while you're doing the mixing, or do you just take their vision first of all, take their tracks, and then go with it, and then bring it back to them?
So with the Zoom call, all that stuff is talked about. We talk about what I'm gonna need to do. If they say I need something mixed, I'll say, all right, give me the tracks, give me the tracks, and I'll see what we got. And again, if it's not up to par, I will send it back and go and be honest, this is what you need to do. Okay. Because like I said, I'm not going to waste their time or mine or money. It's just not worth it. But if they come back to me and they go, hey, listen, we changed it and it's all good, then hey, it's all me at that point. Yeah.
So, it's if you've got something you're working on and you're ready to master, you might be ready to master. You might not.
Right.
But Stacy here can let you know and advise you if maybe it needs a little bit of work. And then again, if need be, you can help them. You could take over the mixing if need be.
Right.
However best you folks want to work with you, you're open for that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I can either do both or one.
Okay. Does it usually start now? So, hey, if you're not already there, the website is Stacy Painter Mastering.com. Your phone number's on there. Is that just the best way to get started? You just give you a call?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, keep rocking away, and when you think you're ready, give Stacy a call.